There we go. We are live on YouTube, guys. To the guys watching and the ladies, if there are any, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I've got Scott, Paul, and Mr. Casey here in the studio with me. And there's Yak on the stream. Well, we're starting now. We're starting now. So um, you're welcome to stick around for a few minutes. It's going to be a long flight again, so there's no reason for you to stick around the whole time, although it's nice, and then we can just, oh, there goes the dogs, just when you want to do a stream. Anyway, so you're welcome to stick around, have some nice chat with us, whatever, come and go as you please. This IVAO tour just needs to get recorded for my own purposes, so that's why I'm streaming it while it's taking for freaking ever to do a flight. So, welcome, Kies, Paul, and Scott.
Thank you. Hello.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Okay, this time I remember to open your voices on air so people can now hear you. Scott, welcome. You're new here. I don't think I've spoken to you. I actually allowed you in earlier, so welcome. Welcome as a new member.
Thanks for the welcome. It's good to be here.
Yeah, I hope you can enjoy it with us.
Sure I will.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to start all my plannings and things. I'm just going to put this on screen here.
I jump in with a
Please feel free.
question straight away.
Feel free.
Right, we have two center controllers on, both at the same distance from us. How do I pick which one to speak to get my clearance?
Let's go to WebEye. I think that will be the thing that we need to look at. Right, so we are somewhere there. There we are. Okay, so if you click on the gray area, because that denotes there's an ATC. So I'm literally clicking in the gray area next to us. And if I physically click on it, you will see that WWF underscore W underscore center Ujung Padang control. I hope I pronounced that right. That's the one that we need to contact. Because if I click there, anywhere close to us. Okay, look at this. On the north, it's the one, and on the south, it's the other. So let me see. That's very interesting. How close can we get? I'm going to click on an aircraft.
If I click near Lombok, the top left of the WebEye screen shows me underscore Charlie.
Center, yes.
If I click again,
okay,
it toggles to whiskey.
Oh, so it moves. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Let's see what we've got there.
I suppose speaking to one of them will soon put me straight.
It will, but hold on a second. The one actually in the ATIS specify he's got a vertical limit of flight level 245. That's the C1. What does the W1 say? The W1 is the one we need to speak to because it doesn't have a ceiling limit. The other guy only operates between flight level 245 and flight level 600, which is 60,000 feet. That's in the ATIS.
Right.
So we need the
Excellent.
W.
We need Mr. W.
Oh,
Thanks, Nico.
That's a pleasure. It took me a second to quickly think about that. Thank you for asking. Okay, according to my weather information, runway 13 is active for departure. It's a 3-knot wind. There's no wind. We can make what we want. Good morning, Vasily. Good. Welcome, and I'm glad you made it, man. Good stuff. So I've got runway 13. Maybe I must get my clipboard and actually start writing down things here. Axel. Sorry, wife shouting at me. I mustn't forget about this. She wants me to go help her with something. So I won't forget about her. Okay, runway 13. And the arrival 3.1.1. Right. Darwin. And what's the alternate? What's the alternate? YPDN. Well, it would help if I actually put the flight details in. No, I've missed it. Copy. What a strange freaking flight plan. First up, then down. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be.
I'm going direct Pesut. Okay, 1 Alpha, I think I have.
Yeah, Tocket 1 Alpha looks better. I'm gonna cut out all these other things. And this is what that one can go tata bye bye. Yeah, now we've got a flight. There's also really no wind currently. We don't know what's going to happen in 3 hours, but there's no wind on the other side.
I've picked 11.
Yeah, no, 11 is the correct one. I'm just looking at the arrivals. We've got a VOR or an NDB. I'm going to take the VOR approach. We shall do that. This map does not support moving maps. Okay, let's start. Doesn't matter, we've got a good idea where we are. Paul,
Yeah.
I see that I cannot specify a flight level here anymore. That whole field has been removed here.
Hang on a sec. I'll need to chase your stream. Where are we? Where are we?
As far as I remember, it was here where it says select runway. There was a field. Remember, it didn't grey out. So I don't know, Mako took it out.
Okay, it's to your right and down a bit where it says check flight level options. Just below that, just to the right of that, you've got your flight level.
Okay. Wow, look at that. My eyes completely missed that.
Yeah, it's been rearranged slightly. And hang on, just let me turn that down.
So it's right here in my face. I actually clicked on that button and I did not see that. Okay, my bad. Sorry. Just
No
shows you.
problem. So obviously, with it enabled, it generates the flight level for you. Or if you want to impose one, then you put that number in.
That's the one.
I've just spoken to ATC guy.
Yeah.
And the departure and runway are exactly what we think. So that's all very good.
Oh, excellent. Right, okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Let's start setting up. Hello, Linda. Right. Guys on stream, if you have questions and everything, I know we're busy and concentrating and all, but you're welcome to leave questions or make remarks or something. I'll get to it the moment I have time. This is one of those long flights again, so you might as well drop me something, some comment, some suggestion, some question. And if you are just here to enjoy the ride, that's fine. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Alright, so total payload, full house again. Block fuel. 9. Right, that's obviously got the pre-planned route in, but from there on we'll be on track. Okay. And let's just quickly see. I'm going to presume we have to turn that way. I think. I hope if it's not, we'll make a U-turn and go back again.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Right. Flashlight. Right, so let's see. What flight level did you give me? 350. Okay, awesome. 350, that's fine. Navigraph. Hello, Antonio. We're landing at 103 feet. Excellent. Antonio, I grew up with the NOAA weather plugin ever since starting to fly with real weather in X-Plane. I can't remember if it was X-Plane 9 or X-Plane 10. I used to swear by it. A few months ago, STKP Dan dropped the weather from STKP because I switched over using that in my second installation of X-Plane. And once he dropped his weather, I decided, you know what, let's try NOAA again. At that time, nothing I did was allowing me to enable it. It just didn't want to work. I don't know why. So in terms of the functionality, if you can get it to work, it is way better than the default weather. Way better, because you can also reduce your turbulence, which is one of the killers in the default weather. It kills you. You know, it's very violent sometimes and silly, you know, it's not real. And so you'll have that control over it. So bottom line is, if you can get it working and you don't want to buy Active Sky or, you know, some other weather engine, then yes, it's a good idea. It's much nicer than default. Go for it, you know. Let me know if you got it working. But I couldn't, so I mean, I own Active Sky, and I've just resorted to now switch between my installation folders, you know, just to make sure it works. But yeah, that's my experience with it. Oh yes, I didn't follow IVAO yet. Hold on. Oops, I'm standing on top of someone. Oops. Yes. Well, I can't move, so I'm just gonna disconnect. I'm not starting everything over. Paul, when you see that guy move, will you just tell me he's moved off my spot, please?
Yep, sure.
Thanks.
I had a similar situation the other day, and Mac very cleverly pointed out that you can disconnect from IVAO and then drag yourself in X-Plane without having to do the setup again.
Yes, that's right. You can slew.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's not ideal.
Yeah. I don't usually do things like that, but
I know, it's naughty.
damn it, and it's not easy, I promise you.
Yeah, it's a bit rough, isn't it?
Yeah. Now it's complaining that this is not an IVAO server you are connecting to. I wonder who wrote that error code, because that is like kind of weird, man. And there he goes anyway. Ah, look how he flies. Wow.
Let's
Poor,
start with the pushback.
yeah, he needs that. Little old Yeri is still standing that side. We broke the hose. He's also gone now. Hold on. Let's see if he actually put the fuel. Yeah, no, he's done. He's done. Okay. We kind of left him behind. Oh, and look, the Zibo detected that the IRS, we had motion while doing the IRS. Crap. Paul,
Yeah.
I blame you
Oh,
anyway.
sorry. Bad advice.
Don't worry. We'll get it going again.
I just missed one phrase out of it, didn't I?
Okay, let's start over. Let it just
Take two.
Yeah, let it die a sweet death. We'll reinitialize it in a minute. Okay, let's see what Antonio says. I'll give it a try. Okay, I'm on a quiet order, trying to keep everything slightly. Okay, cool. And what kind of VGA card do you have, Antonio? Do you have at least 4 gig VRAM? Because that's, I think, is the biggest killer. Okay, excellent. Yeah, that's going to take you far. Exactly. What more do you need?
Well, that fellow's back taxiing for some reason. Do you have a taxiway up to the start of our runway?
I don't know.
Everything I can see says we have.
Look at this. My edge doesn't want to display on the screen now. No, man. That was weird. I had to struggle to initialize this thing now. Paul, okay, I figured out the following. So once you
Right.
do your dispatching on the website, you should not have your ACARS open. What happens is that aircraft gets booked to your name. So I've closed ACARS, I've reopened it, and voila, there you go. There is the same aircraft that I've booked on the website. It gives it to you, so you don't even have to go and find it. It also does something strange with the flight. Let me go check what happened there. Hold on. I'm just gonna load the flight plan. Right, that's the easiest way to get around that. We'll figure something out because it's given a very long string to me right now. So let's just see if we can see something. I've got the wrong flight plan in here. Definitely have the wrong flight plan in here.
That's the one you changed it to, isn't it? After you modified it.
Yeah. I don't know. I must have obviously clicked too fast, but because I now went back, now I've got the right one. I'm an idiot. You see, it gave me the right one. Yes, now I remember what happened. Then I clicked on load flight plan and I clicked the wrong one. I absolutely clicked the wrong one. All right, now this plan is the right plan, but it's way shorter than the one you get if you just go and select the load button. But the way it's presented to me, if I pull it from the load, it's got Darwin International Airport mentioned there. I don't know why it does that. Don't know why it does that. Okay, well, let's just start the flight. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, I've taken the one suggested by the website. I've just removed the Darwin Airport at the back. I don't know if I should have, but I did, because I don't think it should have the actual airport information in the string. And believe it or not, it's actually the right flight. It's the right layout. So okay, I'm happy. I'm not gonna bother with that.
Right, so you
Okay.
did send the right one to
Yes.
SimBrief, and when it comes back into ACARS, it reads the flight log, not flight route. That's why you get the airport at the end of the string. I think that was the story.
Something like that. Yes, sounds
Yeah,
right.
wow.
Okay. Well, we can refine that later. I was just mentioning it to you while you're listening.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's see the rest of all this info.
Right, pushes our discretion.
All right. I'll talk to him just now. Cruise altitude.
Okay, I'm pushing.
Okay. 350 and 14. Yeah, that should be fine.
Trim up.
Batik 61 Ekwan, stand by. I have little connection problem. Roger, I'll reach you fast now.
Center, good evening. Skymatix 001 at gate 11, requesting IFR clearance for Darwin as filed.
Batik 2 Ekwan, Jakarta Garden.
Hello.
Tango uniform reaching 6,500. Request visual approach to direct landing runway 29.
Captain Hudson on the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt.
Center Skymatix 001, radio check.
All carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
He's not talking to me.
Safety 01 with you 5, sir. Sorry for little
There he comes.
connection problem.
No worries, sir. Can we please have our IFR clearance to Darwin as filed, please?
Sir, your position?
At gate 11 at the Zunaiden Abdul Majid International, sir.
Jakarta Radar Batik 6181 radio check.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Batik 6181, continue descent, flag level 150. Continue descent, flag level 150, Batik 6181.
Before start procedure.
Jakarta Radar, Papa Kilo Mike Tango uniform request
Before start
clearance
procedure.
for approach runway 29.
Papa Kilo Mike Tango uniform, clear for visual approach runway 29, report when runway inside.
Report runway inside, Papa Kilo Mike Tango uniform.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Before start procedure completed.
001, check your position, please.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Oh, come on.
Jakarta Radar, Papa Kilo Mike Tango Uniform, runway inside, request clearance for landing on final.
Papa Kilo Mike Tango Uniform, Meta Not Airfield, runway 29, clear to land, report when vacated.
Clear to land runway 29, Papa Kilo Mike Tango Uniform.
Batik 61 Equan, continue descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1009.
Landing 4,000, QNH 1009 for Batik 6181, and we are requesting T5 right.
Batik 61 Equan, expect runway 25 right.
Batik 6181.
Paul, which radar did you speak to?
I got a message to speak to somebody else. Stand by.
Okay, because now he sent me to Unicom.
I was speaking to 135.75, who told me to depart at by discretion and contact when I pass flight level 240. So it's might as well be Unicom.
Of course.
So
All right, I'm switching to Unicom. I couldn't care less. No, I mean,
right, well,
it's,
I'm rolling.
yeah, I'm gonna push now. I can see you there.
Starting pushback.
And there wasn't really a taxiway to follow, so I did backtrack in the end.
Okay, cool. Thanks for the heads up. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
This oak is drunk today. The guy's pushing me. Oh well. Hey, Christer.
N2. Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
don't know what this pushback guy is doing. I hope he doesn't push me into a ditch. You know what? Just abort him. Terminate.
Operation 25N2.
Complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
First time in a long time that this beta pushback didn't work for me. Weird.
It also seems to take a long time for the disconnect to actually take,
Happened.
so you can replan.
I'm not even going to replan. I'm
Starter
literally
cut
going
off.
to do exactly what I
Engine
laughed at that
start
other guy for
procedure
doing. I'm just
complete.
going to do a donut right here. Turn around.
Good man.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
And thank you so much. Alright. Alright, let's go.
Flaps 5 set.
So according to the chart, there is a taxiway, but you say there is not. So I'm also going to backtrack then. I did install add-on scenery, but it's so dark I can't see anything. Even if there is a taxiway. No, but even if there is a taxiway, I can't see any markings or anything. So we'll just do the same. Unless this is the taxiway. This might be the taxiway. Yeah, this looks like the taxiway. I've got a taxiway because I've got add-on scenery.
Ooh, add-on scenery.
Yes. Hey, Jaco, welcome. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Hey Zachary, welcome.
Before takeoff procedure completed.
What do you mean taxi lights, Jaco? That was on already. Or did I miss your notice in the beginning? Probably, eh? Just to be funny, I'm going to fly at flight level 240, and I'm not going to go into his airspace. He didn't want to speak to me, so how's that?
That'll show him.
No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. Ah, no, I missed that. Right, here we are. We have made it to the runway.
13. On runway 13.
Toga.
Takeoff thrust set. knots. Throttle hold.
Come birdie, come birdie.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Come on, Day.
Runway turn off, lights off.
Here's an interesting one for you. I don't see myself on the IVAO webI. And I'm online.
I can see you on webI.
Serious? Ah, got myself. Yeah, got myself. Eventually. Oh, I know what the problem is. I'm logged out of IVAO. That's why I don't
Flaps
see
up.
my color codes and
And
things.
set.
Ah, now that's much easier. Much easier to see. I can even see Paul.
Sorry, Nico, what was that?
I say I can even see you. No, I wasn't logged into the WebEye, so I didn't see my color code scheme, you know, and I couldn't find myself. I couldn't find you. Now that I'm logged in, obviously everything looks the way it should. Right. Okay, I just want to climb for a few more minutes, then I'm gonna quickly leave the cockpit. I need to. Oh, you know what? I can't because I need to speak to this ATC guy. Oh, damn it.
So much for that.
Yeah, I need to go help my wife. She's not happy with me because I'm doing a flight now. She wants me to come and help her quickly. So she just hang tight another 10 minutes.
Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Wagonair 122, no service available, resume on navigation, Unicom 122 decimal, it's a planning loop. Resume on navigation, on Unicom 122 decimal, terima kasih, selamat malam, masih kontrol. Super Green 789, respect, follow last someone Foxtrot arrival for runway 09 Yogyakarta, report ready for descent. Estimate Alegu in 58 minutes, Skymatix 003. Copy, thank you.
7 radar Indonesia 415, selamat malam departure Bali, landing passing 1700.
Indonesia 415, continue climb follow west side, call me passing level 24.
Oleh tadi, report passing 240, Indonesia 415.
Would you control Batik 61907, request lower? Batik 61907 for lower, sorry, navigation, Unicom 122 decimal 8, have landing. For lower Unicom 122.8, thanks for your service. Bye-bye. Take 61907.
Indonesia 415, request direct Oka.
Indonesia 415, report position.
Position now leaving Bali, departure from Bali, 11 miles.
Indonesia 415, process direct to Oka.
Direct Oka, Indonesia 415.
Ujung radar, selamat malam Indonesia 107 in ujung pandang Makassar Airport, radio check. Indonesia 107, ujung radio 5, departure on your discretion, report passing level 240. Report on passing level 240, Sriwijaya 107.
Pandang control, Skymatix 001, passing flight level 235, inbound Samoa.
Yep. Skymatix 001, ujung negative identified at scope 1000.
Sama kanan.
Batik 629 request descent. Batik 629 descent level 24. 240, Batik 629. Skymatix 001, radar contact passing level 240, continue climb level 350, proceed direct to AGUNG.
We'll proceed direct to Alego, Skymatix 001, and continue flight level 350.
Batik 629 approaching level 240, no service available, resume modification, Unicom 122.8, headline. Resume modification 122.8, thank you very much.
Ujung line enter to 639er.
Look, line enter to 639er, ujung.
Ujung line enter to 639er, request flight level 350.
Line enter to 639er, climb level 350.
350 to 639er.
And line enter to 639er, present position, proceed direct to Mamuk.
Direct Mamuk, present position, line enter to 639er.
123.75, Parity 1X, Batu runway 010, now we are heading to Lhasa. Last station calling, second call center position. Batik 31X, now we are also heading to Lhasa. Batik 318, continue climb flow SID, report passing level 240. And climb to initial 240. Batik 6292, when ready, descend level 240, report leaving 310.
Confirm calling 6295.
Affirmative, Batik 6295, when ready, descend level 240, report leaving 310.
I'm ready to descend 240, report leaving 310, Batik 6295.
Hello, Detlef.
Hello.
Hello.
You're streaming currently on YouTube or something?
YouTube.
Sorry, I do not want to interrupt that, but the question is, yesterday during the flight, during the downtime of the VA, I've done a flight. May I ask you to report that manually, or how do I do it?
Yeah, just do manual pirate. Go to the flight, go find the flight. Once you are on the flight in the database, in the website, there's a little button to file the pirate. If you press that one, it will put in all the relevant information for you and you just fill in the blanks.
I will do.
Okay, but you're welcome to come and sit and chat here. It's a long flight. We need company.
Roger, confirm ready for descent.
Okay, very good. Let me look to YouTube. Leg 44, okay.
Indonesia 415, passing level 240. Indonesia 415, right.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Torsten.
Hello, Torsten.
How are you?
Hello.
How are you, Torsten?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Indonesia 415,
How about you?
position, proceed
Yeah,
direct
also
to
good.
Paris.
Just trying to get this world tour over now.
Direct Paris, Indonesia 415.
Yeah, it's about time, isn't it?
Mm.
295. 240, because low.
Are you likely to be flying with
629
Uncle
or
John
5,
in the
no
near
traffic
future?
available, PD command
What a nice
situation.
guy.
122.8, but 629, west, 11 knots.
Fantastic.
Great.
How was your night shift?
Hey, it was incredibly pleasant. Yeah, because I went to a department in which there was, for me at least, hardly anything to do. Just one machine to monitor. And that machine runs so slowly, you know, it doesn't, you only have to replace like the plastic foil and the paper roll once per shift. That's it. You can just sit there and watch the thing
Passing level
package the syringes.
Present position, proceed direct to Farid.
Okay. And learn Swahili or whatever you've got the time.
Yeah. Or take 4 breaks instead of 2.
Yeah, that was a time long ago during my night shift. That was the same. When there's nothing really to do or everything is running smooth, you have so many breaks in between, and the colleagues can watch over the other things. So absolutely brilliant.
This morning I was actually tired from doing nothing. So shortly after 6 o'clock in the morning, I had a beer with my colleagues.
Subordinate 789er, descent level to 40.
That's a good case.
Descent flight level 240, Super Green 789er.
But today is big maintenance day anyway at the company, so most of the machines are going to be cleaned and sterilized again and all that
November
stuff.
96 Mike second. November 96 Mike approved, report ready for D.
Create more workload. Stuff.
Yeah, actually they do, because there is that sterilization process and so on, that we don't do that. There's a special company that comes, but in order for them to be able to do that, we have to empty the machines completely, you know.
Yep.
Well, except for the one in the department that I was in the night, that machine is gonna run still, and so there was nothing spectacular going on.
Good.
Don't let it bother you, Krister. You can always search later again. Not to worry. You're basically talking about the speed bug, I suppose. That little magenta bug.
Hey, you know, my web, I can't load that. I haven't been able to load that for weeks.
Why?
I don't know, it just says something went wrong. I'm gonna try that in a different browser.
Yesterday everything was buggy. Today it works fine.
Yeah, okay, it's got something to do with Firefox. Works in Chrome.
Huh.
Is it something to do maybe with your firewall or fire scanner?
No, if it works in a different browser, it's going to be something internal, a cookie or something.
Yeah, I'm guessing it may have something to do with that it's blocking some tracker stuff.
Takeoff was okay today.
Nico, I've just sent the PREP manually.
Okay.
If you want to see a tracker from Zim Pilot or from IVAO, no problem.
I've got everything I need.
Because in the last few days I had quite some problems with ACARs and IVAO. And at the end it was my firewall and fire scanner.
Yeah, but I mean, it works in Chrome. It just doesn't work in Firefox, so it's quite unlikely.
Sometimes the browsers do have different policies to block something or not, especially from certificates. Perhaps they have a rule for blocking new or old certificates from, let's say, code whatever, and Firefox might have a rule that is saying, okay, this certificate we do not know, or it's no longer valid, and we block that. Whether Chrome is saying, okay, it's not the latest one, but I still accept it.
Hmm.
Hello, Papino.
So I just had a look in the console. What do we have here? Loading failed for Google Analytics.
Classic 318. Classic 318 tujuh. Classic 318 with flight level 240, now direct on London. Classic 318 continue climb level 340, proceed direct to Madrid. Continue climb to flight level 340, now direct to Madrid.
Although I'm still a bit confused about the best way to start a flight via using the virtual airline. Should I do it in ARCAS only, or should I start at best from the web page? I
With the
think
new
that's
web page, it's best to
it's
start from
best.
the web page, yeah, because you can do everything you need to do. And we were just discussing it earlier. It actually then pushes that flight plus the aircraft through onto ACARS if you open ACARS after it's, done and dusted in the website.
Okay.
So it's very automated now, much better than before. So I would highly recommend start on the website. You don't have to, but it's, I mean, if you don't use SimBrief, it's one thing. But if you use SimBrief, you might as well start on the website.
Exactly. So I start on the web page, then I start the ARCAS in parallel. The sim can load, and so yeah.
Yeah. When the dust has settled, I will complete the new quick start guide, and talk about that. But there were so many changes. I gave up on it. I did the first 3 or 4 pages, and you know what? It's going to change again, or it's going to add so much more. I might as well wait. So there's 1 or 2 issues that we're waiting for resolution on, but at least it's not keeping us from using the website,
Yep.
Panthera, I want to do a world tour in a helicopter in MSFS. Okay. Thought about it yesterday, and here you are busy with one, but in a plane. Yeah. Yeah, Panthera, we've been busy for quite some time now. We're almost at the end of this one. The helicopter one is just going to take you for freaking ever. But if you've got the patience for it, you're going to love it. By the way, I don't know if you know Pilot Yellow, but it's worth a look on YouTube. They did a helicopter flight around the world. So go look for pilot yellow, and then you'll see what they did in the real world. Obviously, it's not flight simming. And well, they did it in R66, as far as I can remember. So have a look, see what they did. Hello, Kent. Kent, delete the old files, make new files. It could be a compatibility issue. If you saved new flights and it's still not working, we need to speak to Zibo. Okay. Somebody mentioned it here on Discord as well. I can't remember if it was you or not, but somebody did mention. I did answer there. I haven't tried it in 49. One other report if it's not you on Discord. So there's one other guy. Then if it's not you, the same guy. But you need to delete your old versions of the saved flights and make new ones. Zibo recommends that you do not use old saved flights with different versions of the Zibo, because he obviously upgrades them, changes a whole bunch of things, and then you get anomalies. So my advice would be go try that, delete, save new one. Try it. If it doesn't work, you let me know, then I'll tell Zibo. I can always test it. So let's have a look, see who was it. It was here in the Zibo Discord. Let me see. Oh no, it was Bill. Okay, yeah, cool. It was Bill. So there's at least the two of you now that I know of.
Batik 318 leaving my airspace decimal navigation jadi command to decimal 8. Great.
1 to decimal 8, thank you sir.
Okay, I'll ask Zibo if he changed something and if he can have a look for us.
November 96 Mike.
November 96 Mike, descent level 240, follow star.
Supervisor, start when running protest, we are request for runway 224 arrival.
November 96 Mike, runway 22, approach.
November 96 Mike.
Nico, something again. I did what you said, try to plan the flight to Palma from Cologne. What the ACAS is loading from a route looks a little bit scary.
What you need to understand is we've got two different types of routes now in our database. Okay, you're welcome to change the route if you can find a better route. In the beginning, we all used the normal SimBrief / PFPX, normal ways of finding routes. Then what happened is we started getting issues because these routes were not Eurocontrol verified. So some of the old routes might not be Eurocontrol verified and then they look weird. Okay. But some of the new ones are all Eurocontrol. So just keep an eye on it. If it's really a problem, make a note in the VA support chat group that we can go look at those things and then we'll fix it up. I fixed the route up for Christer earlier. So just do that, follow some logic in that direction.
Mike, coming level 240, ready for the level.
November 96, Mike for lower, Unicom 122 today, so I'm landing up.
Make a screenshot and put that also in the VA support.
Yeah, do that.
Lion Inter to 639er. Leaving my airspace, Unicom 122.8, happy landing Chengdu. 0.122.8, balik-balik nempel di dinding untuk pakai DJ controlling saat malam landing to 639. Saat malam, mantap abang. Get the seat. Again, Air 6112, leaving my airspace, Unicom 122.8, happy landing Chengdu. All station, Ujung control is going to offline, resume navigation, Unicom 122.8. Get
And now the next error, sorry to say that, error pre-filing server says no query results from model app models prep pre-file.
You'll have to stream your screen, sorry.
I will do just a second. Okay, so from the start, web page says this route.
Hold on. Need to get there. All right. Okay, it says that route, yeah.
And I will close AirCast again and start again. Wait.
Yeah.
So you see the file plan is there. If I load that, you see this completely different, or
than
let's
that
say,
one.
Huh?
Yeah, but it gives you your aircraft at least. It gives the aircraft. Okay, I don't understand why EDK to Lepa that. Okay, but are you not going to LEIB? Look at the screen behind this one. There at the top it says LEIB runway 24.
Okay, that's the alternate.
Is that the alternate? Okay, I can't read everything on your screen. That's what I'm asking.
Sorry.
Okay, so you're going to, but there's the. Okay, I can see that. Okay, I can see that.
I only overwritten in the Zim brief dispatching that I want to start from Cologne from runway 24.
Yeah.
But it looks like that this used also the runway 24. Oh no, I do not know. I must check if Lepa has runway 24 right as well.
You'll have to check. Okay, go back to ICARS quickly now. That is flight 36. The leg, that leg number is what? 3636 there in ICARS. No, in ICARS.
Yep.
Okay, and flight number is 2926.
Yep.
Okay, hold a second. I'm going to go have a look at that quickly. Two 926. Wow. Wow. Again, blogger man, give me a second. I'll be with you guys just now. I just want to check this thing out. Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, there is an issue. The actual thing, what did you call it that it pushes through is the actual flight plan, because it's wrong. It's getting the wrong flight plan. It puts the wrong flight plan into ICARS once everything is set up. It's doing the same with him as it did with me. It also ends with the Mallorca at the end, which shouldn't be there. The name of the Palma de Mallorca, you know. It's like it's wrong. Okay. Question. Deadlift. Did you save a flight route to be imported in the Zibo? Did you save your company route from Simbrief or somewhere?
No, I just started now, new before here.
Okay.
And the only thing when I generated the new plan was I changed the departure
okay, but that
runway,
shouldn't be a problem.
But that's not exactly.
No. There where your mouse is, just click there for me quickly. Click there. Okay, go down to XP11. Alright, save that, download it. Okay, what I want you to do, that's obviously the flight plan. You don't have to open it like that. That's the flight plan that you can import into the Zibo, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, go back to ICARS and then click on that blue button that says load flight there at the top. Click there, import that file.
Okay, I have to check where it's gone to download. Yep.
There. Yeah, import it. There it's fixed. No, it's not. It's not.
No, it's not. It's also not. I do it again. Wait a second. I start with clear flight plan.
Yeah.
So I load.
No, don't load it there. No, it won't work like that. No, you have to go to the magnifying glass first and load the basics. Just click on the map and then down again. You have to load from here first. Okay.
Okay.
Then now you click on load flight plan. Is that the correct one?
That is the one that has been created just a second before.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Then open it. Alright. So now if you start your flight, it will display this flight route on the map icon. That's one up. Okay. Start it.
I hit start and now I get this one. If you can't read it, it says no query results for model inferences app models prep pre-file.
I don't know what that's about. Can you make a screenshot of that error as it's standing there? Put it into the VA support chat room and tag Maker. Ask him if he knows what that's about, because he's the only one that's going to know. That's the best advice I can give right now. Mine didn't do it. Mine worked. So I don't know if there's a root problem or what it is. Maker will have to look at that.
Okay, just done it.
Excellent. All right. Okay, let me get back to the guys on stream. Kent.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Blogger Man. All right, you say your saved flights were cleared. So you also have new saved flights that's not working. Well, at least that gives me something to tell Zibo. Excellent. Okay, I start all new flight with complete planning. Okay. All right, we'll have to investigate that. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, you two guys, for that report.
So, as I have pre-fired the flight, should I try it with a different aircraft?
Try it. Try it. Just try it. Try anything. Because one of the things that I've picked up in this new version is once somebody has chosen an aircraft, it removes it from the list. So it might be that there is a clash in there somewhere that code isn't quite refined yet.
Okay. Do I have to cancel anything, or should I only try a new flight?
I would say start from scratch, rather. Start from scratch. So at the top right hand corner, just click there on create a new sim brief thing or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Just start fresh. Okay, but Kent, those flights, that's obviously how it saves it. Wait, let me get it on screen here. Hold on. Let me go find it. I've closed the window. Hold on. Alright, so over there you see B73800 DAT. That is the autosave, the DAT and the SID files. Those are the autosave ones. Now, this is my last saved flights. It starts with a 01 for position 1, a 02 position 2, 3, 4 and 5. Alright, now what I would recommend is, it normally resides in output situations. Make sure you delete all of the numbers except the zeros ones. Okay, so any of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s, how many ever, how long it goes. Delete them, create new saved flights that we know it's fresh new saved flights. Okay, and then try it, because if any remnants of this from an older version is lying there, it might not work. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Antonio, I don't know which one you are referring to and if there are more than one, but I use in this model, the one that I'm flying now, I use the real display mod. So I've changed some of my coloring and things. You can see I don't have the standard coloring on my radios. You see it's different colors. So it also changes the PFD and the ND a little bit. You can use it, but you're going to have to really spend good time learning what they do and how they do it and things like that, and then choosing your models that you want to put in there, because the guy basically, Max, gives us a whole compendium of options, and then you work through the options and then you decide which ones you want. You know, it's just one of those things. It comes down to a personal choice, but he gives you quite a bit of a choice. Okay, Kent, then it's fine. Yeah, no, well then I'll mention it to Zibo when we speak again next time. If I don't see him, I'll send him a message. Yeah, clearly there are two of you, and the funny thing is both of you are watching the stream, so that's nice. You know, you guys can compare notes, and it must be a problem. I love that. That's a good philosophy. Okay, there you go, guys. I've tagged Mako there for you guys, so hopefully he'll pick up on what it is. I don't know. But on that note, guys, I'm thirsty. I need to go and grab some coffee. Excuse me for a few minutes so we can get that kettle boiling, and all probably 5-6 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay.
back. Kent, I agree with you. So many of the errors are literally user-based errors, unfortunately. But it's always good to, go do the investigation, then come back, because the real errors need to be identified and fixed. Paul, this isn't such a long flight, eh?
No, not in the scheme of things, it's not.
Compared to the others.
We've got some belters coming up though.
Yep.
2,000 and something miles.
Yeah.
Save the most excruciating till last.
Yep.
I'm only half an hour from top of descent. That's good.
I'm just under 40 minutes, 39 minutes. I can already see DD on my ND. I did not find anywhere is the correct procedure for config files when updating versions. Usually let Zibo create new ones from scratch and then manually edit. Tell you what I do. I don't delete the actual config files that are not in the Zibo folder. In other words, the ones that are, where's that thing? Let's get this. See these ones, where are they? Those ones. This is in explain output preferences. I don't actually delete these ones, okay? If you read my install guide, the only time you do that is when you do a real proper full clean new install, then you'll remove this ones. So what I do personally is I simply go to the aircraft, go there, I move this one to a temporary position. There, you can see that's my last backup when we did the testing for
Have you always wanted to be a pilot?
Then what I do is obviously if I move it, there's nothing there. I extract the full new one, and then what I do is I scavenge that other backup of mine, and I bring over all the components that I need, like the preferences file, my X-camera files, my liveries and things like that. Then I start rebuilding this, and when all is done, I just drop my pre-configured real display mod on top of this, and there you go. That's my whole setup. So all of this, like I say, it gets replaced, and the only one that you might want to really do will be obviously pertaining to your special user needs, which will be the preferences file. If you do not use X-camera, you have to do the preferences file. Okay, if you have X-camera, then you don't need that. Then you copy those files. Yeah, that's usually good enough. When you find that there is a problem with the Zibo. It's not responding the way you expect it to respond. Then it's good to go into that output preferences folder, delete everything and start from scratch, you know, because if something goes corrupt in those files, you're going to be screwed. You're going to have to do it anyway, you know. So that's like the last resort. Okay, Antonio, well, if it works for you, it works. I understand what you mean. Yeah, no, if it works for you, it's fine. Our biggest problem in the support of the Zibo is getting people to understand some of the principles. Some guys are, you know, able to understand quicker and better than other guys, and sometimes becomes a bit hairy. That's why I try and keep it as simple as possible. Antonio, at the end of the day, you need to be happy. I've shown you what I do. That's good enough. If it makes you happy doing it your way, and if it works, stick to it. You know, I mean, don't reinvent the wheel. If it works for you, if you start picking up issues, change. Hakan, yes, Hakan has been in and out. He's very busy, but he's been in and out a few times in the last few weeks just to come and say hello and tell us he's still alive and all those things. So yeah, he's okay. Thanks, Antonio. Your Zibo in the last few days have been on autopilot, man. He's gone above and beyond the normal situation. Hats off to him. Just after 11 p.m. here local. Kent, yes, correct. I feel kind of sad about it, but it is what it is. We don't need STKP anymore. I am not going to do away with it, especially not, you know, being the teacher. I mean, there's a lot to teach about that, and it's all still part of the plan of showing, you know, people how it works and things like that. Not all users want to join our VA to get to our tools, you know, so it's obviously behind the username and a password and a registration. So that still makes STKP the premier general public enthusiast tool. You know, you can't take that away from them. You know, it stops. But for the guys who are in the VA, I mean, we've given them most of all the information and facilities the same, so it just is what it is. I suppose I can start looking at a bit of planning, eh? Let's see what's waiting for us at the end. Absolutely, absolutely. I will always recommend it. There's little bits of pieces of me in that thing anyway, you know, so I've got some history with it, and yeah, I'm not doing away with it. We still have to teach the guys proper flight planning. We still have to, you know, give them tools that work, and that is the best tool for the job if you're not in our VA. There's no doubt about it. I see we've got a bit more wind pull, but the QNH is 1013. The wind is 180 at 7 knots now. It was 2 knots or 3 knots in the beginning, so just a little bit more. 11 is still active. No change there.
Nicely, yes.
Yeah. Right, we're going to do the VOR approach, so we're bargaining on using Ian. Otherwise, we'll just do it visual. Christer, I don't know, you're gonna have to ask Sasso. Yes, Ken, true. Six, and we can have 0.3. Next page. Okay, Christer. Kent, that is a really good idea. The biggest problem that I have is to get the new guys to actually commit the time to study. And I mean, watching video is part of the study process. The guys really don't like me doing long tutorial streams. You know, some of my tutorial streams have gone on for 5-6 hours. Some of the flights I did with Zibo himself, you know, some of the tests we do go on for 9 hours in one day. You know, it's like I do double shift basically. The new guys don't like that. Everybody wants everything instantly, and if you can't give it to them instantly, they kind of lose interest, go away, whatever. It's scary, man. The way some of the new guys operate sometimes. They don't even want to read the Zibo install guide. You know, I mean, I've had guys, I've had to ask them 4, 5, 6 times, and you know, then I lose interest. If you don't want to, you don't want to. You know, it's your problem, not mine. And that's the biggest thing, is to get people to actually commit, really. Antonio, I don't think that's what he means. The issue is this: if you fly to an airport, they could have ILS, LPV, GLS, NDB, VOR, RNP approaches. There's like a lucky dip. You know, you put your hand in the basket and you pull one out. I think that's more what he means, is they don't know exactly which approach they're going to get unless it is predetermined. You understand? And I think that's more in line with what he meant. I mean, anybody can plan to do an RNP, but if ATC decides to give ILS or some different approach, you know, it's different. If the runway changes, the one side of the runway could be RNP, the other one could be something else, you know. So I think that's more in line with the question. Kent, I agree. The guys must just commit. They must be diligent. In today's world, the young ones, they don't commit. They don't have the diligence or the patience or the stamina to put in what it takes to become good at something. Not all of them, you know, I'm generalizing, but so many of these snowflakes, they just, you know, they just go with the flow and cry when they don't get what they want. I understand, Antonio. Yeah, me too. I tend to multitask most of my day because I run the business. I do physical work here. I've got 5 screens on my system, and what I typically do is I would remotely log into at least 3 systems at once, and then I would watch a YouTube video while I'm working, you know, something like that. It's easy enough to do because I've got the resources, and that's how I learn. And if I don't have a YouTube video, it's a bit more difficult if you have to physically read something, you know, but the videos are good. True, Antonio. Scott, are you still here?
I am indeed.
Are you actually flying now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. And how is it behaving?
It's behaving alright. It's just steady away in the cruise, very light winds, a bit of a tailwind, but it's not too bad.
Okay, cool. Right, so we're getting closer. There's our Navigraph map. We're really getting closer. Let me go to IVAO. There's the button. So that's Paul, and that's me. That's the destination. Right, landing 1-1. We have to come back. Here's the international apron. Okay. This is going to be nice. William, it's not in active sky, it's in X-plane. If you go to your flight setup, your flight configuration over here in weather, there it is. You need to set your custom METAR file, and you'll see there METAR.rwx, that one. That's what needs to go in there. That's what it is. Okay.
Good day all. Is it safe to say I'm here?
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Hello, Mark. Thank you. Welcome, Mac.
Hello, Mac.
Hey Mac, how's your back?
Well, it's more vertical than it was 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Everything and everyone behaving themselves?
Yeah, there are a few people that have picked up issues with the new website. It's in the VA support section. I don't have issues. My two flights that I booked and played with are working fine. So I'm not sure what's wrong. I tagged Mako because he's gonna have to have a look unless you can figure it out or have a clue what's going on there.
We had one person this morning, didn't we? Before I went away, I see that it's more than one person who's had the same problem now, yeah. Have you managed to duplicate it at all, Paul?
No, we're flying, Mac. We're not into that right now.
No, I meant when he was finding his flight plan or anything.
Not sure what you're talking about at this stage, Mac.
Yeah, the problems.
In the A cars. All right, we'll discuss it post-flight.
Yeah, it won't be very long. I
looked at the map. I'll see where you both are.
I'm just about to start descent.
I noticed one thing, Nico. If you look at your in the VA, if I look up your route and then look at your ACARS log,
Yeah.
You've got your LED
Lights. Yeah, and it's switching the whole time.
Yeah, but it means that it's recording a rule violation because of it.
I actually in the ACARS, I'll show you on stream if you're looking at my stream. I actually switched the rules off, the light rules there.
Yeah.
It's on again, but anyway, it was switched off. I'm going to switch it on again. I purposefully, oh, you know what? I closed it and then reopened and then I forgot to set it. But I try and remember to set
Right.
that thing.
Okay.
That's why what's happened. We'll see when we go down now if it has any effect.
Okay. I just thought I'd point that. It's obviously when it's pulsing.
Yeah.
As far as
it's on
Zibo
off, on
concerned,
off, on off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
X-Man, I can't tell you what to do. I bought it. I enjoy it. If it's something you want to do, by all means, buy it. Enjoy it.
It's not a game, it's a simulator.
Yeah, whatever. I know what he means. Yeah. But don't buy it as a game. If you are not into simulation, then rather go get Call of Duty or some shoot 'em up game. Yeah, if you want to play with aircraft, that's a nice game. Go play FS 2020. Okay, you're welcome. I am 55 nautical miles from top of descent. Right there.
wish they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, me too. You know what? It's actually spam. We must confront them with the GDPR legislation. Tell them we don't want to hear your spam. Where's the opt-in button? Where did I say I will accept that? Right, I'm almost at top of descent now.
I love to fly.
Nope. No, I leave the joystick alone. You must make sure in the EFB, in the tablet, that you go set the correct settings. If you have the correct settings set up there, the noise on the throttles will have no impact on the actual throttles. Let me show you. Hardware, see the throttle noise lock. Mine is already at 7. Alright, so depending on the amount of jitter you have on your joystick, you have to lift that number, make it, you know, bigger and bigger. The other one is your ATN gauge lock throttle. Make sure that thing is on. So those two work together. Alright, then under calibration, you need to make sure that all of these are stationary, and then you can lift those numbers as well. Once you've calibrated the Zibo mod properly, you should be able to fly just like me. What do you mean?
Higher flight plan. That would actually be a very nice feature.
It would. But you can do this. It's obviously just downloading now. You can activate your lower and higher air routes in here. You don't have the magenta line to show you the route, unfortunately, but that's why I use a little nav map and then create that Mercator map for myself. So let it just load properly. You'll see there's the Navigraph en route charts. They're there. They are there. And obviously you should know, I believe you do know, you can get all your normal charts from Navigraph on there. The only thing this doesn't do is put your actual flight plan in there. That's the only thing it doesn't do. And that's why I use this one. So then I just go quickly make it, and then, you know, I have it. You're welcome, Vasily.
Approaching transition. Transition level.
Dave,
Yes.
when the stream ends, I just want to quickly do that same preparation that you did. I just want to see if I can see where it falls out of the bus. Okay, if you've got 5 minutes for me.
I'm on the flight to Mallorca, so no problem.
All right, okay. So then you can just talk me through. I'll put it on screen. I'll share it here in Discord, so you can see my screen. You can just tell me what you did, and we can just try simulate the failure quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was a Ryanair landing and a half. Minus 400 on the touchdown.
Yeah, just be careful how you use the word Ryanair around here. There are a few live real pilots here.
Yeah. My bad.
Now we all understand what you mean. Don't worry. I'm just saying.
That's all fine, man.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we've got Ryanair, Jet2, Fly Dubai, South African guys from Kalula. There's a whole bunch of real pilots in this group with us.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, upset someone.
And then we've got a whole bunch of retired ones as well.
Nice.
Right, so intercept altitude and go around altitude are both 3000, so that is set. I don't ever play with this light. New toy.
Thousand to level off.
1,000 to go.
How far out are you, Nico?
Let me check for you. I'm guessing about 10 miles.
Oh, I can cross this runway then.
Yeah, 12 miles, Paul. Now you can cross it.
Lovely.
I can already see the runway and everything. I've got it visual, so I'm going to start slowing down now.
Flaps 1 set.
Turning on the final approach course now. Flaps 5. My gear is already down just to help me slow down. And Ian is definitely working, so we're going to use that.
Flaps 5 set.
Hello, Uncle John.
Flaps 15 set.
Well, I'm glad you made it back.
Thousand to level off. Flaps 30 set.
uh, I've seen
Yes,
some pretty funny things on this chat already.
Taxi
Don't worry
lights
about
on.
that.
Approaching 1-1.
Continue.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 400. $300. 200. 100.
That's very low.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
Right guys, I think that's me done for the day. I'll catch you guys
60
later.
knots.
Enjoy the rest of your flights.
You too. Nice to meet you, and come back soon.
Yeah.
Will be. See you guys later.
Brilliant landing.
Bye-bye.
Nice one, sir.
Right, I need to see. Oh, there seems to be another off ramp. Yeah, that was really a nice landing. So now we need to get off on the right and then circle back. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
That was a nice landing. Wow.
After landing procedure completed.
This looks
Flaps
like a
up.
military area in
Inset.
the airport here. So if I look at this layout. Right, I'll wait for this guy before I cross the runway. I mean, he's definitely landing now. What is he going around? What's he doing?
Maybe he thought you were going to cross.
Nah, we didn't do that. That was interesting. And he's not broadcasting, so I don't know his intentions.
Approaching 29.
Local time, 1:36 a.m. Doesn't help us start that now. Forget that. We'll start it on the blocks because otherwise they moan again. We don't want that. Thank you for flying with, Paul.
Pleasure. Wasn't quite so tortuous after all.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Yeah. The link to the scenery is in the description below the video, so you can pick it up there. And now that I think about it, we also have a member here from Qantas that comes to the Discord every now and then. So he should recognize the place. There we go. Parking brake set, shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Now we can start the clock. Right, so for those of you not familiar with the procedure, we need to wait 6 minutes before we can log the flight. So we have to sit here and just keep ourselves busy.
That's for the IVAO business, isn't it?
Correct. The IVAO World Tour, the tracker.
Not for the VA.
Exactly. Did you put us on the IPU? Yes.
Shutdown procedure completed.
Thank you, Linda. You were an asset today. You did well, my dear. Now you can go sleep. Really nice. Thank you, Zibo. Ladies and gentlemen, on the stream, for those of you asking about the load save situations, Zibo has just responded to my message. He says he will look at the load save flight situation for us. So if he picks up any, he obviously will, then we can expect a fix in the next fix. Kent, I would have less zigzags. If you look at the actual map, while we're sitting here, let's look at this map. I just want to quickly log this flight for the VA. So let's start at one point. I'll show you what I mean. Right, so we're done. We can go and end the flight. Thanks, Bill. Thanks for watching. It was nice. Surprised to see you on stream with us as well. Oh no, I didn't check my landing right now. I filed it already. Damn it. We can go check it in the VA. So if you go to the tours and you look at the actual layout of the tour, this is the easiest way to explain to you. So there you can see that's where I am right now. So if you look at the way this tour was designed, that's where we started and where we will end up again in Chile, right? So the way it's been done is it's kind of zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Then we went down, then we came back. At one point in time during this period, I would say from there coming back, what airport is that? ESSD, right? I didn't like the idea of coming back. You know, it's like, hey, I've already flown this direction. Now we're going back, kind of a thing. It is what it is. I mean, we're not going to split hairs about it. But if I were to design a world tour, I would keep it more in one direction. I think that's the only little complaint I have about it, or criticism. Thanks, Blogger man. You're really welcome to chat, but if that's your thing, then Bill, it's okay. I understand. But you're welcome. Anyway, you've got access to Discord. You're welcome to also pop in here and come talk nonsense with us at some time. So yeah, that's just the short and sweet of the answer. You know, there was a lot of to and fro, and if it was just one direction, I would have appreciated more. But you know what, we're almost done, and we're gonna get the badge, and then you know we're gonna forget the negative, and we're just gonna enjoy it. You know, it's just part of what it is. My biggest concern is this leg from there to there and there to there. Those are long ones, so you guys better prepare with some snacks and cool drinks, or you know, something to drink, you know, because you're gonna have to keep me entertained. Let me and Paul not fall asleep when we do them. But those are the biggest concerns for me, because that's over 2,000 miles or nautical miles per leg. So you're talking a good 3.5, 4, maybe even over 4 hours. I'm not sure, you know, per leg. And that's the other thing I would change. I wouldn't make such long legs. I would make the legs shorter. So instead of going from Bermuda there, I mean, that was also a doozy. I would typically go over Greenland, Iceland, maybe come via the Faroe Islands and then down into the UK and do it a little bit different. Who knows? Maybe I'll design one for the VA. To give you an idea, let's quickly go back to the tours. This is one that I made, the inaugural tour for the VA. So you see, it's not that much of a, hey, I've been there already, let's go back. So this is where you start, and you literally go in one direction almost. I don't count this as a comeback, because obviously it's a new destination. But yeah, you know, it's in a circle, almost circle in little inverted commas. But anyway, so that's my answer. I haven't seen South Africa in one of the tours lately, you know, so I'll obviously like to incorporate a little bit of South Africa in there. But much of a muchness. So let's quickly go to the dashboard. So this is our last flight. There you go, landing right there it is. For the guys keeping score, 107.31. That was really a sweet landing. So that's it. Now we just wait for our 6 minutes. And we're at 7 minutes already, so well, thank you for that question. Right. Let us lock the doors. Just check on the outside. Excellent, Antonia. Just go check your settings, make sure it really works. Set your turbulence scale, and then you should be okay. Kent, yeah, I'm just reading your last comment there. I haven't paid attention to the IVAO tours in like 10 years. The one I did was more than 10 years ago previously. Okay. I actually think I did too, but I don't have any proof that I did. So who knows? You know, maybe I didn't. I can't remember so far back. It's just a thought. I'm pretty sure they shake it up per year. You know. But we'll have to keep our eyes on it. You know, we'll have to see what's spotting in the future. That's a scary tower. Yeah, not really what I wanted. Sorry, it's dark. We're not going to see much. I would have liked to see the tower view, but I'll try again when we're closer. Otherwise, we'll just stick to a view like this. Yeah, I realized we were getting a bit close. I lifted that nose very quickly there. Doesn't allow me to change the lights now. Yeah, that's not a good view, but anyway. All right, you guys get the idea. Thank you so much for watching. I don't suppose I'm going to do another stream today, so we'll see you in the week, either on YouTube or on Twitch, whatever comes first and whichever one works best. Thank you so much for watching. It was awesome to have you guys here. Thank you to the guys on Discord for sharing some time with me as well.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was good. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.